Hey dudes, welcome back to the Bimmer channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're working on the Mini Cooper again, so stay tuned. So guys, I wanted to work on something that was a little bit of a fan favorite. A lot of you guys have been asking me down in the comments to work on a functional hood scoop. As a lot of you guys know, when they came up with the R56 Mini, there is a hood scoop that actually isn't functional. The old R53 Mini was actually supercharged, so the hood vent was actually functional. Given the fact that this is a turbocharged vehicle now and there is no intercooler on top of the vehicle, it's kind of just there for aesthetic looks. So I wanted to work on something today, an idea or two that I had in my mind. Wanted to make sure that I address this since you guys have been asking for it, so let's go ahead and get started on this. So guys, my first idea, and by far not my favorite, would be to use some parts from the Mini Cooper that are no longer needed anymore from the old factory intake box. As you guys can see here, this is the top section of the intake box. There is a shield on the inside. This is to keep, I guess, to keep the filter still while it's inside the airbox, but since I'm not using a factory airbox and I didn't really want to destroy my old one, I picked up a secondhand one and I pulled this guy out right here. As you can see, I still have the one in here, but this is one that I pulled out from a junk one. Now, the idea behind this is fairly simple. As you guys can see, there are two holes right here in the front. That could be used for the front end that goes right up to the nose of the hood scoop itself and the back end there. The only problem is the bottom of this. So the bottom of this has holes in it, so that's not really good for airflow. Part of my idea was to actually either cover this section here with like some type of steel or plastic, and then maybe plastic weld it down all these seams, maybe chop these off here and leave a section over here on the bottom open to vent to the intake filter. Again guys, this, like I said, this is one of my preliminary ideas. This is not my not the one that's not my favorite idea right now, but this is one of the ideas and maybe one that you guys could actually do yourselves. If you guys don't have some of the resources and some of the just raw materials that I have here. Which leads me to my next idea. I had a lot of friends back in the past that used to be drifters, and if you guys know drifters, they're always breaking things, they're always demolishing things, which is why they go through body kits and such at such a frequent pace. A number of years back, I snagged myself a full carbon fiber spoiler. As you can see here, it's been chopped off for other various projects, but it's fairly strong and it has kind of a curved shape to it, which brings me to my first idea. If you guys see here at the bottom, it kind of tapers off to a smaller section here. My idea on this actually is probably my most favorite one. The idea behind this one is to actually possibly cut it at a angle here and use this section right here, since it has a curve and it kind of would curve towards the filter itself, and put this section of the carbon fiber, the spoiler section, up on the actual hood scoop at an angle coming from right here from these vents right up here, and angling itself down to later go to the filter that's just about down here. So as you can see, again, I'm trying to think outside the box here, since this particular piece of carbon fiber here will probably withstand the heat of the engine bay fairly well, and it's actually already formed to kind of the shape that I kind of needed. I didn't really want it to go to waste. I didn't really know what I was going to do with it. I figured that I might use some of the carbon fiber pieces that are still in decent shape, just little bits and pieces for maybe a track car if I wanted to make a gauge pod face or something like that. But I felt like this was a great use for a section of this carbon fiber spoiler that I'm just not going to use. And lastly guys, my last idea that I came up with was actually using cardboard as kind of a template. I got this really thick piece of cardboard here. I just purchased something from IKEA, and they are the best when it comes to packaging with recycled materials, and this is no exception. I've actually never seen a piece of cardboard quite like this with the kind of strength that it actually has. Let me give you guys a closer look at this. And as you can see here, it's about 1 inch thick, and I'm squeezing pretty good here, and it's not bending, it's not crimping or anything. So the idea behind this is to maybe come up with a shape, cut out and design. That's the actual shape of the hood scoop itself, in that particular section right where I was showing you guys before, right here in there, and kind of cut out a section of the cardboard here in that shape, and kind of fit in that section. Now unfortunately this would burn up almost instantaneously. If I left it under the hood, it would be disastrous. But as a template, using fiberglass, which I'm not the best with, so I don't really know how much of a reality that might be. I do try to dabble in lots of things, and fiberglass is one of those things that I just don't like to mess with too much because of the fumes and all that, and I do have a pregnant wife here. So this idea is probably by far the best as far as coming up with something that fits this section perfectly, but I don't really know, guys. I probably will end up going with the carbon fiber one just because it's something I can do and I don't really have to purchase anything else in the realm of materials and fiberglass and all that, because that stuff can get kind of expensive, but I do think that that might be the best option in the long run. So you guys can feel free to leave me a comment down below. Tell me which one of these you think I should do, and also consider subscribing, hitting that alert button if you want to be alerted for more videos. So guys, thank you guys for watching the Bimmer channel, and until next time, peace out and Godspeed, guys.